Oh my god. What? Did he hear? Hear what? About that party.
Oh my god, you guys, I've been looking for you everywhere. Did you get my text?
What text?
Oh yeah, the one that said, OMG, look at that nose.
News.
Oh.
Everyone's talking about it.
Talking about what?
Chile.
Chile.
Yeah, you.
Oh yeah, my mom was talking about it. Some guy named Pistachio.
Pinocchio.
Pinochet.
Oh, Pinocchio.
Yeah, he was like, it's really big right now. Everyone's like trying to figure out who this guy was.
Oh, here, look it up.
Okay. It says here that he was born November 25th, 1915.
Where was he born?
I think it was like a little seaport town.
So you mean Valparaiso, Chile?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Oh, it says here that he was a descendant of French settlers who had come to Chile over a century ago.
Yeah, he had like 6 other people in his family.
Yeah, he's the eldest of 6.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. It says also that his father was a middle-class government worker.
Yeah, he like pushed him into joining like some military school.
Oh
the age
yeah,
of 18.
yeah, it's at 18. Oh, he also graduated as a sub-lieutenant. That's pretty good.
Yeah, and then he worked his way up and then like threw a big coup.
Oh yeah, it says that he joined the Chilean army in 1935 at age 20, and then he was appointed commander-in-chief by the president.
The president.
The president. Oh, okay. Oh, and then he said that a month later he led the coup. I guess that wasn't a very good move.
A president obviously doesn't watch Girl Code.
Obviously.
You know what? I think we should go find Arisby and ask her more about this.
Yeah, she probably
Yeah.
knows something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe she knows about the human rights violation.
Oh yeah, didn't he get arrested in like London?
What?
Hear this, right before he died.
Wasn't he gonna get tried for like human rights violation and then he like tried to
And
go
then
through
he
surgery?
died.
And then-
Yeah, and then he. Okay, yeah, let's go look for her.
Well, let's go. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Jamie. Hello. Do you ever find yourself at the supermarket not knowing what chiles to buy? Here is a thought. You should buy chiles from Chile and not from Bolivia. Now let's go to an actual customer to see what they prefer.
I'm getting paid for this, right?
Yes, you are.
Okay, let's try the chili from Bolivia first. No. It's bitter. Not good. Okay, let's try the one from Chile. It's good, not bitter, just enough spice. I choose this one hands down.
Great. You heard it here, folks. Chiles from Chile are the best.
Oh my gosh, there you are. You're harder to find than a good nail salon. Oh my gosh, have you heard about Pinochet?
Duh, I'm doing a current event on him.
Okay, I need you to help me understand politically, socially, economically. That is his regime. Of course, nothing about it.
Okay, calm down, breathe, pull it together, girl. You're worse than Mr. Root's fun facts.
Okay. Help me.
Of course. Okay, if you look up there, we'll start seeing some pictures. Right there.
All right, let's start with the social characteristics. Can you tell me what Pinochet's regime was all about and what it did?
Well, he emphasized the creation and stimulation of capitalism. Pinochet intended to create a market economy in an authoritarian state, and in order to do this, the social structure that Chile had known in the last 40 years, leading up to Salvador Allende's presidency, had to be restructured.
Oh, that's a really good summary. I also heard a lot about human rights violations. Can you explain to me what exactly was that?
Oh my gosh, that was horrible. He at least killed 3,000 people, and many were tortured, and some were forced into exile. This was justified with the claim that a coup was necessary to deal with terrorism and guerrilla violence.
Wait, guerrilla, as in they attacked them with apes?
No! One member of a small independent group taking part in irregular fighting.
Oh, okay, that's a guerrilla. Got it. Thank you. So I also heard something about they took away their freedom of speech. Can you tell me what exactly that was about?
Yeah, they took the freedom of speech and civil liberties were cut back exponentially through strict censorship of press, and the only 2 newspapers owned by Chile's most powerful industrial magnate were permitted to appear.
Wow, that would be like taking 17 magazine away from like a teenage girl. I couldn't live.
Oh my gosh, that'd be the end of my life. How would I know if a guy likes me?
Exactly, or like how do you do your hair or
Or
something?
what to wear out to a party?
Oh my gosh, your life just be terrible.
Well, that isn't it. Well, radio stations loyal to Allende were bombed during the coup and were prevented from rebuilding. All communications were shut down completely until the junta had a firm hold of the entire country.
Wow, that's crazy. So what exactly happened with Pinochet and his supporters? What did they do?
They chose to exercise terror and repression because it served to justify their claim that the Marxist threat was real.
Wow, that's very cruel. So overall, Pinochet did what?
Well, he imposed a number of restrictions on his citizens and thousands of social activists, teachers, lawyers, trade unionists, and students were being detained and held in dozens of clandestine centers across the country.
Okay, so one last question about the social characteristics. What was the DINA like? What did it stand for?
The DINA was a National Directorate of Intelligence. Um, people were spied on, which would cause people to fear of being turned into a socialist.
Hello. Have you ever been doing your homework, say for a class called History of the Americas, and out of nowhere you're doing your journals or something, and your paper decides to rip on you, kind of like that? It's because you don't have the #1 finest quality of paper, kind of from Chile.
Here, you can borrow one of mine.
Oh, is this from Chile?
Of course.
Thank you. I will definitely have my A+ now. Call 1-800-PAPER-NOW to have your finest quality paper.
Alright, let's talk political characteristics. What was the Caravan of Death?
It was a military operation which systematically eradicated political opposition in the north of the country during the early months of the dictatorship, and it was reportedly responsible for the execution of 75 people by October 1973.
Oh wow, that's terrible. And I know that the DINA stands for National Directorate of Intelligence, but do you think you could give me a little bit more about it?
Of course! It was a special intelligence unit which computerized files and was responsible for conducting the national system of terror.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense, thanks. And what about Pinochet's military government? What did it do?
Well, it did away with elections, political parties, free speech, Congress, unions, and civil liberties.
Oh wow, and what happened with the Chilean democracy? What did Pinochet do?
Pinochet further ensured its death by banning elections, burning registers, and eliminating all forms of alternative leadership.
Oh wow, talk about overbearing. And the 1980 Constitution, what was that?
It included the permanent banning of all political parties and movements that undermined the family, promoted violence, or which advocated a society of state of a totalitarian nature or based on class conflict. In addition, groups that were considered to be contrary to morality, public order, and national security were also prohibited.
Wow, can I get a hashtag control freak? And, forget it. What about gremialistas? What were they about?
They aimed to establish a protected democracy as was outlined in the 1980 Constitution. Their intention was to establish a political party that could step into power after the military regime called elections. This objective resulted in formation of the political party Independent Democratic Union, Unión Democrática Independiente, in 1983.
Okay, well, thank you. Well, now I know that a lot about Pinochet's regime. So it was also a dualist state because of the two opposing systems that coexisted concurrently, right? The gremialistas and the Chicago Boys, which, by the way, reminds me, can we talk about the economic characteristics?
Of course.
Hello there. Next time you go to the supermarket, pick up Chile's #1 export, grapes. And if you want the best grapes, the sweetest grapes, the roundest grapes, the most plastic-looking grapes, remember to go to the supermarket and get uvas de chiles. And then, remember, every penny you spend on these grapes goes to an animal in need.
So go to your local supermarket now and go buy them grapes. Because remember, every penny you spend goes to save the animals.
Alright, economic characteristics. So I know Chile had a neoliberal economic system, but who did it really benefit and what happened because of it?
Well, it can be argued that it only benefited a minority of the Chilean population.
So who did it really benefit?
The business community and middle-income wage earners.
Oh, alright. So can you tell me what happened because of this system?
while average wages were lower in 1989 than they were in 1970. The reforms were also held responsible for creating a more polarized society with greater income and with disparities.
Alright, so you mentioned something about reform. So what were Pinochet's reform? Like, what was it?
The Chilean economy was open and heavily intertwined with the international economy, meaning it suffered extensively when the economic crisis hit in the early 1980s.
Oh wow, that's terrible for those who didn't make that much money. So could you say that overall it was a model free market economy, yes or no?
It is true that there was massive denationalization and effective reduction of inflation.
Okay. So the economic situation, what happened?
It did improve as the decade went on, but the economic crisis is reported to have resulted in around 50% of the Chilean population falling below the poverty line, with extreme poverty affecting 30% of the population.
Oh wow, that's not very good. Extreme poverty. Wow, crisis. So another thing, the Chicago Boys. I know that they were a group of technocrats influenced by University of Chicago professors, but can you tell me what they did?
They drafted economic reforms which caused the rate of inflation to drop. They formulated the economic program of military government, and they were economic advocates and advisors for the neoliberal reform Chile underwent.
Alright, well thank you so much. I completely understand it economically.
So thanks for telling me all this stuff about Pinochet. Like, honestly, I had no idea what his name was even like understood for. But like, how come he's not even heard of anymore? Like, why people stop talking about him? It's kind of like Jesse McCartney. No one talks about him anymore.
Yeah, what happened to him? Well, the thing is that he started doing a lot of things that did not please to the Chilean public. So that's why he's not very heard of anymore.
Oh, okay. But like, what kind of stuff did he ban? He didn't ban like Starbucks or anything, right? 'Cause that'd be like the end of the world.
No. It wasn't that bad. But
Okay.
he did ban opposition from political activists, illegalized trade unions, and initiated media censorship. Can you imagine going like a whole year without watching Pretty Little Liars?
Or having Snapchat or Instagram?
I know, I can't imagine.
I can't. No, I just can't. I won't deal. I won't. But like, what did he do in 1989?
Well, in 1989, a national referendum would determine whether he would determine whether he would rule again.
Oh, okay. But how long was his term and stuff?
Oh, his term was 8 years.
Dude, that's so long. Are you
know,
kidding me?
right?
That's
Super
crazy.
long.
That's like longer than high school. That's crazy.
Twice high school.
Oh my
Imagine
god.
that.
That's like
Oh my god.
horrible. I can't. No, just can't. But what stuff did Pinochet like permit and stuff?
Well, he permitted political opposition, but he fulfilled his constitutional obligation to hold a plebiscite scheduled.
Oh, that's interesting. Why are you texting so much? Like, really? Get off of your phone. You're so addicted.
You know me.
I'm trying to talk to you and you're like ignoring me.
Sorry, but this is really important.
Alright. Well, how long did Pinochet remain in office?
He remained in office until free elections installed the new president called the Christian Democrat, Patricio Aylwin, on March 11, 1990.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that's kind of long. I mean, wouldn't you expect him to get out of office right away?
Yeah.
But anyway, what did his supporters continue to do?
Well, his supporters continued to hold enough influence in the Chilean parliament to block any new reforms from the new president.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah, they would like not let him do anything. Can you imagine?
That's like me not being able to text at school. Wow.
I know.
Okay. But was he like considered a celebrity like Lindsay Lohan or something? Or like did reporters bug him so much? Like kind of how they bug Miley Cyrus?
Yeah, they bugged him a lot, actually. They got this amazing quote that said, "I'm not leaving, no matter what they want."
Huh.
That's what he told his advisors. Can you believe it?
So he was like feisty.
He really was.
Oh, interesting. Okay. But was he mean? Like a mean person? Like did he ever kill anybody and stuff?
Well, the official estimates say that more than 3,000 Chileans were killed by the military government between 1973 and 1990. That's a lot. And
Oh
that's
my
kinda
gosh,
scary.
that's scary. What a creep. Was he like a pedophile or something?
We don't know. Well,
Ew.
actually, we don't know if he was actually involved, but that's a lot of people during his regime.
That's crazy. That's like almost the whole population of Granite, or more than Granite.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Almost the equivalent, yeah. Okay, well, what were the leading causes for his loss of power from the Chilean people? It was really human rights. I mean, it was abuse and corruption, and that was basically the leading role of his power. Like, that's why he lost power.
Oh wow. Well, that's crazy though. But like, so people didn't really like him then, right? Like overall.
Well, they liked him in the beginning, but again, with the corruption and abuse, they stopped liking him. And now they're really skeptic about him.
Ah. Well, I mean, it's weird that he just like brought up by the news again, like out of nowhere, you know? But I mean, his whole story is really interesting.
It's amazing.
Yeah. It might even be a good IA topic. Yeah. Ding.
So like even before this whole dictatorship with Pinochet, Chile had been like causing a lot of problems for other countries.
Yeah, they were like fighting all the time. They even fought about land.
Yeah, I heard about that. Like, what's the point? There's land everywhere.
And now look around us. There's like land like right there, right there. This is land. Like, come on, stop fighting over that.
I mean, the only reason that someone should fight over land, if like you want to put in a Starbucks and someone's like, no, like what's over that? Like, what's the
You
point of
should,
like,
like riot. Be like,
yeah, picket
Yeah,
signs.
for
Oh my
sure.
god. So, like, why did they have to fight over it so much? Like, why couldn't they just suck it up?
because Chile wanted some way to like get an ocean border so they can like go and trade with other
Oh yeah,
countries.
didn't they want to steal like Bolivia's one province? It was called like hold on, I'm gonna look it up. Oh, okay, it was called Antofagasta, and it was the port city on the outside of Bolivia. Okay, and then so they fought, and then Peru had to stick up for Bolivia or something. I mean, they had no right being part of that.
Peru was just being nosy. Like nobody likes a nosy person.
gosh.
Come on, like
It's like
butt
when you're
out.
on the phone and you're talking to someone, and then there's that always that one person that's like,
yelling
who are
in
you
the
talking
background,
to? What's it about?
or yelling in the background saying "Hi" or like
Yeah.
saying dumb stuff. It's
Yeah.
like, get out of here, leave me alone, let us have
My
our
business.
argument.
Yeah. What else did they fight over though?
They also fought about water.
Water?
Yeah.
That's another thing that's everywhere. I mean, isn't the earth like 75% water?
Yeah,
I know
they're-
that there's like 75% of water in coffee, right?
Well, they were fighting over the river called Salala, which is in Bolivia, but it flows into the Andes into Chile. So they were fighting over that, and it's just ridiculous. Like, come on.
Yeah, seriously, like what's the point of that?
Yeah, and then Bolivia was like a total baby because they wouldn't sell any energy to Chile.
Energy, I mean, have they not heard of solar energy? I mean, my car runs on solar energy. Can't they just use the sun? I mean, hello?
Well, I guess they are not thinking about that.
Yeah, like what's wrong with them? They just need to suck it up and get over it.
I know, like Bolivia needs to be mature.
Yeah, like us.
Yeah,
We should totally run. We should totally run like the entire world.
I can already see it. Like Starbucks right there, a mall right here,
Oh my
hot
god.
lifeguards
Everywhere.
Oh my gosh!
That would just be great. Oh my god. I can't. I can't even.
Imagine.
That'd be great. But like, I just don't understand like why it still causes drama between them. It was over like 100 years ago or something like that. Like it was a long time ago.
They just can't get over it. They just want to be fighting and fighting and
Oh
fighting.
my god. Drama.
You talk about drama queens.
Oh my gosh.
There we go.
That I say that's where that term came from because they are the queen of drama right now. Like why fight over land and water? I don't get it personally. Like if I was president of any country, I'd just be like, you want some of our land, go ahead, occupy it, just respect us. You know what I mean? Like I totally understand a war if like you're going into it's Black Friday and you're shopping and so you clearly see your shirt first and someone's like no.
Don't you just hate that? And they come up to you and they're like, I saw it first.
Yeah, no, it's like no, I saw it
Like,
first.
calm down. Hold up.
Hey guys!
Hi!
Oh my god, I feel so caught up on the Chile gossip. I'm amazed by it.
Chile was
What
like
are you
so half an hour ago. No one's even like really talking about Chile anymore.
What are they
It's all
talking
about Bolivia.
Bolivia, baby.
Oh my god, so what about it? What about Bolivia?
They just, I guess they're like a really big deal right now. I don't really know all the details. I'm sure that we'll get it in the days to come.
We should actually go find some more people.
Yeah, let's go
should.
find out.
So is Bolivia tied in with Chile?
Yeah, actually that might be like why they're so important right now, but they had like a lot of conflicts.
Well, we need to find out more.
Mm-hmm.
We should go. Come on.
Let's go.
Okay.
Attention all citizens. Brought to you by President Pinochet and your government as well as supporters of Operation Condor and the United States CIA. A refugee wanted for his support of the Soviet Union and for his practice of communist ideals has been spotted in Chile. If seen, do not approach. Remember to do your part in helping Operation Condor and report them to 1-800-OP-COND. That's 1-800-OPP-COND. Now here is a clip from a surveillance camera of the culprit evading CIA efforts.
Bogus task! Considering the fact that Pinochet's regime had human rights violations, an estimate of at least 3,000 people were killed.
And his neoliberal economic system only benefited the business community and middle-income wage earners.
And the DINA was responsible for conducting a national system of terror. Why do you think that he was able to remain in power for so long?
For like 8 years. So think about it and write it on your paper below.